Michael here, and welcome back to another video. And today, I'm going to be reviewing the Bestoys train. Now, it's so we'll go into an in-depth review of this. There's quite some fascinating details, including these little things which are absolutely hilarious. And I think I'll take a look at them first. No, wait, actually, we'll do the main thing, the whole entire train, and then we'll on to these hilarious minifigures. But what's cool about this is not its look, or its molds, or any of it, is that it's not an American brand. And if you look at the instructions, you see that thing there? Just looks like some sort of gibberish symbols. Well, it's not. And I'm very lucky to be able to speak 2 languages, also read the other language. And that language is Russian. And these... Sorry, I said that like an actual Russian person. This is Russian letters from the Russian alphabet. And that spells poyest. Or it's pronounced, and in American it would be pronounced poyest. Poyest. This sounds kind of funny, and that means train. So, well, I guess we'll just start the review now. So yeah, let's do this. So here we have the actual locomotive. Now, it's kind of like a Western-looking train, and it's got that style. So it's taken me like almost about half a day to do this. So we've got the plow right here, or what do you call that? I don't really know. Little handle, and there's a little word there that says train. Let me see if I can show that to you. Alright, so if I just zoom in, I'm not really sure if you can see it, but it says train there. Now, the 2 most frustrating things about this part was this here and the wheels. They're frustrating throughout the whole entire build, believe me. So I believe this kind of represents a piston system. I don't really know, but because they don't actually make it look like an actual steam train, but this does look like a Western model LB4. So, but I actually haven't seen a picture of it, but I know it exists. No, there's a lot of interesting pieces. Just I'm not really gonna show that to you. Here we have the coal scuttle. No whistle. Still thinking on that. We have the funnel. Oh, sorry. We have the funnel and a little headlight here, or a headlamp, however you want to call it. And here we have the cab, which is made out of these huge pieces, which were originally used on Kobe, but I just think they probably just thought that they kind of looked like that, so they guess they kind of recreated that piece from Kobe or something. So this is the actual cab. You can take the roof off. So you can put your engineer in there. I think this is the guy that's supposed to be the engineer. But unfortunately, you can't put him in there. His hat is in the way. And you still can't even do it with without the hat. But maybe if he's sitting, I actually haven't tested this out yet. Perhaps if he's sitting, maybe that will work. No, not even with him sitting. What if I take the legs off? Hopefully that will work. Yeah, it's kind of an awkward situation. Yeah, it works without the legs, which is kind of awkward, but I kind of wish they could have made it a bit more whatever these things are called, scale. I guess I'll just call it minifigure scale, because these are kind of minifigures, I guess. Right, so yeah, this roof is also very hard to, yeah, I'll be right back. There we go, that's got the roof well attached. Oh, not quite, there we go. We have of course the couples, we'll get to there later. Little handle there. Got the original Lego things. Yeah, they copied a few pieces from Lego, like this one for instance. And they actually integrated a hole into the tender, which is makes it quite realistic, because they have this big opening. I guess not really realistic, because there's not that thing on real tenders. It's just this big opening to kind of make it easier to shovel the coal, of course, or wood in this case, if it's an old Western one. An old Western one such as this one, but not really sure where they used coal, but I guess it's not really that important about what you use for fuel on steam engines, but just kind of make it feel like a little bit more, with a little bit more life. I mean, these figures are stiff enough as they are. Could have made it a little bit more detailed. Also, for whatever reason, there's a hole in the top. But I guess that kind of makes it easier to motorize this thing if you want. Just telling you that there's actually, let me just check something real quick. Yeah, I've checked it, and it is impossible to motorize this thing. And if you want this thing running on your layouts, don't use it, because there is no physical way of getting it motorized. I mean, you can integrate the battery box here, but from then on, it can't really go onto the wheels. But I guess you can use these wheels behind here. I'm just telling you, it's very hard to integrate everything. So, but I mean, I guess it's kind of possible with what they've given you here, but it's just really hard, which is why I didn't motorize it. I myself don't really have that many actual battery things for this to work. We have a sticker here which doesn't show in the instructions, but you can put that yourself because it looks like that on the box. And it says, for some reason, transport the coal, which actually makes no sense in American grammar. But I guess, well, now, even though this is a Russian brand, it's made with China, so maybe it has something to do with Chinese grammar. I don't really know. I don't really know too much about China. So it says transport the coal. It should say transport coal. Or I don't know, but I guess that's, I mean, to me it sounds like a message to some 1-year-old for some babyish toy. And this is no thing for a 1-year-old, alright? On the box it says 6+. Now believe me, there are choking hazards in this thing, alright? So beware, little guys. And girls, if baby girls are watching this, and I'm doubting, but I mean, I guess you can kind of show them. Now these wheels, they don't really turn that good because the wheels are just a nightmare to get on. but we'll talk about that later. In the back of the whole thing, if I can just get this camera to work for once. Oh, what if we rotated it? Nah, that wouldn't work. Oops, the train almost just ran over itself, but let's just disconnect the train and move that to the side and just look at the tender itself, and also remove some of these rails so it's easy to show on camera. There we go. So in the back, you have another coupler, some lights, and a ladder. And that's it for the tender. Now we can move on to the passenger car. Oh, wait. Yeah, just a second. I'm gonna zoom out, and then hopefully gonna stop it. All right. So yeah. Well, anyway, let's move on to the passenger car. Alright, so here it is, the passenger car. Just give me a second. Alright, so sorry about that. I just wanted to check something. So there's not really too much to talk about the outside. Here we have a sort of kind of vent, I guess. Some more of those couplers. A sticker on the front makes it look quite cool. Yeah, the roof isn't that too good attached. These what do you call these pillars or whatever holding up the roof. Sticker here saying Let me just show you the other side sticker because this one's a little bit better. It says luxury guest room, which I guess that should say car, but I don't really know how they call things in China or Russia because I don't live in Russia, do I? We got a door there, and that's it for the outside. Now we can move into the inside. So this is the inside. Now, if you're wondering where the chairs are oriented like a subway place in England, then don't ask me why. I just wanted to put a little bit of my own touch in there because the instructions, they were just all looking forward, and I didn't really think that was right, so I decided to do this. And in there we have, I guess like a pipe of some sort. Maybe like a furnace to keep things warm or something. Opening windows that I forgot to show. The chair, which can fit some people in there. Well, just not this one, because of the hair. Let's try the other simulated passenger. Hopefully she will fit. There we go. So these two can sit in there now and have a chat, little chat. And now that that's done, we can move on to the minifigures. So the minifigures. Oh man, look at him. Excuse me. I mean, just look at that face. It's absolutely hilarious. Man, it makes me want to laugh every time I see him. Oh my gosh. But I mean, look at him. Look at that face. Man, he looks surprised. But this guy's just like basically the engineer. Not really much to talk about, of course. No alternate face for any of these. Blank brown pants. Sorry, I gotta go through this guy so quickly because I just. All right, I need to stop. It's just so funny. He's got strange handles. No print on the back. Not very good print on the front either. and he's absolutely bald. So I guess he got carried away with the shaver when he first got it, when he was probably 15. For some reason, there's a groove in his hat at the top, kind of like what's at the top of Bill's, if you ask me. Just a bit strange, but now let's move on to the next one. Now this is one of the passengers. I think that nice prints on the front, some yellow legs, those weird hands, no prints on the back, as you can see, and that's actually a used mold for the hair from Lego. And yeah, we're coming to the end of the minifigures, so just one more. But her nose is tiny. Wait, she actually has a nose? Yeah, apparently that's a thing. Yeah, Lego people, they don't have noses, but apparently this one does. Here is the third and final figure. Once again, reusing that the hair mold from Lego. Not only too much to see from the front print, red legs, blue torso, no print on the back for some reason, and yet again she has that big old nose. Well, I guess it's not really a big nose, it's technically a small nose. But yeah, that's it for this minifigure. Now, I'm going to be going into some talking about the good and bad of this. Now, first, I don't know why, but we're going straight into the bad. So let's do this. So the first bad thing about this is the wheels. That's right, look at them. I mean, of course, they look a lot like Lego wheels, but they're not. They're the exact opposite. Each single wheel and axle, to connect them together, took me 45 minutes each until I discovered that you could use a hammer on them. In fact, when I discovered that, I actually have some footage of that from one of my house cameras. If I can just show that. Just a second. I'm gonna zoom completely out and completely in. Yeah, so we'll see. So I have that footage recorded on my tablet. If I can just show it to you. Just a second. And there we go. So there you could see that I had to use a hammer to get these wheels into place. And that just took me absolutely forever. So until I discovered that you could use a hammer on that thing, I had to use my hands. It was so painful. I don't want to think about it. I've absolutely ruined my fingers now. I might like to show you, but fortunately I can't. Now, I can actually, now I'm going to tell you a build flaw, but for that, I'm going to have to show it to you from a very cool perspective. So now, how cool is this? So this camera is from the top of my studio, and now if I can just zoom in onto the train, I can now show you the build flaw. And that build flaw, that's right, is that yellow rectangle between the roof and the funnel. They, for some reason, the creators or the designers of this train, thought it would be a great idea to make children use mathematics and estimate stuff to create a useless detail. Now, that square, it absolutely ruined my fingers. That's first of all. Second of all, I had to go and search through my entire stash of Legos to find pieces to connect them because I could not get the right orientation. So, it's a build flaw, but if you can actually do that, I'm surprised. And let me know down in the comments if you got this and you did it. I'm guessing a lot of people don't, but there have to be some of you, right? But not that many, I guess. And so now we'll move on to the good stuff. Wait, what? Sorry guys, just a second. Now we are going to get into the good things about this. So the first thing that is quite good about this is this. I mean, that sloped angle is just so amazing. Also the way they designed this car, I really like that too. But probably one of my favorites is that it's a semi-Russian brand. Now, I'm actually, my culture is actually Russian, but I am American, but it's just my family speaks Russian. So this is kind of like a big deal for me and for us that they finally did a system of toys for children to enjoy, or not to enjoy in this case because it's really hard to do them. I mentioned them from the ceiling. Also something else good is that they made their very own pieces to create this funnel. They're like these 1x2 bricks that can be attached to studs both ways, both up and down. Now that is very useful. That is very useful for other stuff with Lego. Now this is Lego compatible, but I'm not really gonna show you that. But yeah, that's all the good stuff about positive stuff about this. So that was it for this video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, leave a view. Please subscribe. And I'll see you all guys next time.